So now the file has been downloaded. So to install the Nessus Expert on my VMware, I just have to right click on it and click on the open option. It would ask you to create a virtual machine name. Let me give a quick name, Nessus Expert. And the location where you want to save. So leave it by default or any particular location you want to save it up. Click on import. Okay, it is giving me a name. Just write Nessus. I had already created the previous lab and yeah, so I just gave a name Nessus Expert Lab and it would start importing the particular downloaded file as a part of the virtual machine format. All the configuration would be loaded by default. We just have to import. Yeah, it's almost done. And as we can see, there is a file created, Nessus Expert Lab, here inside the VMware. It has a memory, that is the random access memory given as 8 GB, 4 core processor, 94 GB of hard disk that is required, a network adapter. So only thing I want to edit here is to add one more network adapter. So I'll go in the edit virtual machine settings, click on the add option. I'm going to select the network adapter and finish. Now everything as it is. I just want to make a NAT adapter as an extra one. So 8 GB of memory, 4 GB of processor, 4 core processor, 94 GB of SSD, and few more stuff. Just press OK. Now this has been done. We'll just quickly go ahead and power on the virtual machine. Click on OK, and it would now load up with all the settings that we have provided. Click on enter, and it would start installation. Typically, it would take less than a minute to complete the things, but it may vary upon till 5 minutes. So yeah, we are at the case. We have the web console available, and we are being also getting an IP address. So IP address is 192.168.1.7, and you can also have a host name tenable-ynbc683qs:8000 is the port number. Now, before starting the console, there are few settings that has to be done on the backend side. So we require to log in. By default, wizard is the username and admin is the password. This is the default one. Once you enter those, it would ask whether do you like to configure a static address. No, let it be dynamic IP address. So I'll press N. It asked me to create an administrator account that we require to log in. So I'll need to create a username. So I'm going to create a username of mine, Shubham. Password for Shubham. So I'm going to give a strong password. At least 14 digits is minimum required. As it is Linux, the password would not be visible. Just write, and it would ask you to confirm the password. Again, confirm the same password that you created. Click on enter. Now, account created for Shubham. It would ask me to log in via those particular username instead of wizard and admin. So now I need to press username as Shubham. And the password that you created, make sure you remember the password and save it up in a good place. And now I can check my IP address again, and I can check few more stuff. So I can visit now two IP address. First is 192.168.70.129, that is under ENS32, and 192.168.1.7. By default, port number 8834 would be configured for the HTTP UI for Nessus. So now we can start and go to access the particular UI. So I'm going to write https://192.168.1.7:8834. it would give you a warning. That means you have successfully installed and configured the initial access things. Click on the advanced and click on the accept the risk and continue. And good, we had getting the Tenable Nessus welcome page. Now we need to also register ourselves for the license for the expert one. Click on continue. Now they are asking you multiple things. Set up a purchase instance, start a trial of Nessus Expert, start a trial of Nessus Professional, register for Nessus Essentials, link Nessus to another Tenable product. So we have multiple different options available. However, at this given point of time, we are here to learn the highest license and highest feature one license, that is Nessus Expert. So we are going to click on the start the trial of Nessus Expert. That is our core agenda at this point. Click on continue. Now it is asking for the email address. So before we write here the email address, we need to register. Where? On the community Tenable. So you need to write community Tenable. Just write these two words and you are going to get here a login page. Use the same particular email ID. Click on the community.tenable. Click on the register option. No, all right. So we have already registered. So we already have an account. We just have to log in via the email ID that we used while taking the Nessus license. So just write the email address that we have utilized, the same email ID that we get, and click on don't remember your password and click on send email. So a password reset email would be given on this particular email. Just wait for a while until we get the email. And yeah, we have the email here, password reset request. Click on the reset password link and create a new password. Make sure we satisfy with the password. And now we are inside the particular thing. Let me go ahead and sign in up. All right, go account. Something went wrong. All right, yeah. Now we have the details of the things. You go and we have the trial option here on the left hand side, and we have our licensing and activation code ready. This needs to be known. The activated date was on 16th of July and it would be ending up at 22nd of July. I got an error, but yeah, typically it was solved. So now this activation code, we need to add it up. Or you can add an email. So now where we are setting it up. So email ID, let's copy first of all the email ID. And copy and paste the email ID here. Continue. And it would automatically pick up that you have the trial license available for Nessus Expert with W3KN ending with GV2H. You can verify the same thing here, W3KN GV2H. Once this is done, click on Start Trial. Now it says the trial license information and it is valid up till 23rd of July 2025. That's all. Click on Continue. And again, it is asking for creating a user account. The one which we created was for the Linux account and this is for the UI user account. So again, I can give a name like Shivam and the password I want to give is something strange and click on Submit. And yes, it would start downloading some sort of plugins and everything and now the Nessus is being initialized. So the download speed would depend upon your internet speed. And once it is done, we are going to get the UI access of the Nessus. So I'm going to stop the video and would be releasing up once we have the UI. Thank you.